Hello guys, Merlin here. Today we're going to be doing another deck tech vid. And today we'll be discussing the Warlock. Now, usually I try to base my decks off from, the talent trees of World of Warcraft, which the game is based upon. So today, my Warlock deck will be a Demonology deck, I'm sorry. So it's going to be full of creature cards along with spells that kind of bring them out a little easier, some damage spells. I also have the undead card, which I'm hoping that'll pop up here pretty soon. But let's get into it. We're going to try a couple ranked games, see how well it holds up. Especially since the new meta has changed with the release of the Uldum set and the Adventure set, which gives even more cards. So let's hop into it as soon as I find somebody to fight. Worthy opponent. Ooh, I could have fought the Coffee Addict. Versus Garrosh. Okay, so we have a Garrosh deck, so nice warrior deck.
Your soul shall be mine.
Okay. So we're going to get rid of... Actually, we're going to get rid of nothing. So we're going to keep this. And we drew Rafam Scheme, Shadowbolt, Duskbat, and Call of the Void. These are all cards that kind of help me deal with either opponents, summon more minions, as in the case of Rafam Scheme. Duskbat, I have to take damage in order to use its ability. And then we have just the Call of the Void. So, we're going to Call the Void and pass a turn. And then, okay, so we're going to wait to play Vile Fiend until he's the lefternmost minion in my hand. Because then we can use Soul Infusion to boost him up by +2/+2. And he's got Eternium Rover, which whenever this minion takes damage, he gains 2 armor. So, and that upgraded. We're going to drop the coin. We're going to blow it up. He gets his armor boost only once, which is better than him getting 6 armor off from it. Okay, so he's going to use his mana to armor up. Let's see here. We're going to drop Voidwalker. Pass the turn. Now the whole goal of this deck is to get my bigger creatures out faster, or to just simply swarm the board, which in a couple of turns here I will be able to start doing. Because first I have to trigger my life tap ability to be able to trigger Duskbat. Yeah, that one might be a bit of a problem though. That'll work. Alright, we summon Portal Keeper. He summons Fellhound Portals. And I swing, pass the turn. This now summons 5 1/1 imps. All part of swarming the board. And plus, the nice thing about this is, should I start to get lower on cards, just with his ability alone, I've added 3 cards into my deck. Which he's at 22, I'm now at 24, so kind of evens out. Okay. So it got a +1 attack whenever any minion takes damage. And yeah. Now it's a 7/6. That's going to be a bit of an issue. But at least we have Soulfire, which is okay. Wasting a lot of his cards. Okay, so we're going to blast that. Ah, and I hit Rafam's scheme. I don't really want to life tap. Will someone Fellstalker? That works. There. Alright, we kill that. Now on my next turn, I'm going to summon the Vile Fiend, along with Blood Imp. At the end of your turn, reduce the cost of all cards in your hand by 1. Yeah, we need to kill that. Okay, so we're first going to play him. Blow him up. Swing. Okay, so we just drew another Soul Buster. Gain +1 attack for each damage your hero has taken this turn. Now, I don't have a lot of cards that damage me in the deck, but I do have Life Tap, which means he can at least come in as a 3/5. Which a 3/5 for 3 is actually not that bad. And any damage I do take, I can restore with Vile Fiend. As soon as he makes his move here. Okay, that's definitely a new one I've never seen before. Octosauri. Yeah, it must be from the new set. Death Rattle, draw 8 cards. This is the card I was talking about. Lord Godfrey. Deal 2 damage to all other minions. If any die, repeat this. It's just rinse, lather, and repeat. Which is why, if I can, I like to swarm the board with weaker cards so that I can keep the effect rolling. Okay, so we're going to life tap. That'll work. I'm going to force him to get rid of a good portion of his deck because you can only hold so many cards in your hand. So he'll draw until he has a full hand, and everything else he'll discard. Yep. Yep. That also... And since his hand is full, he can't draw anything new. And that puts him down to 10 cards. I'm still at 19. So all in well, that card was good. Where is it here on the board? Okay. All in well, it's a good card, but it's also a very double-edged sword. It's something you don't want to play unless you have an empty hand. But the fact that he got a golden one is really nice. Okay, Bloodhoof Brave. I need him to summon something a little weaker, something that will die after Lord Godfrey does his thing, so I can kick it twice. Come on, summon something weak. Okay, looks like he's going to pump his warrior. But it also puts it within range. Yeah, that was kind of a waste, but sure. Okay. Okay, we are going to at least put that within range for when I do this. And that's why I love Lord Godfrey. He just fires... He's the little Warlock machine gun. Just... And he can do this every time he kills a minion. So let's say on the first go he kills 1. Fires off again. On the second one he kills 2. Still fires off again. And as long as there are minions on the board, if you keep killing one each time he fires, you can keep doing this over and over. What does this do? After you play a minion, deal 1 damage to it. Ah, it's good for an enraged deck. Okay, so while we wait for him to make his move, I have legitimately not hit him all game. And he really hasn't hit me either. So you kill my Lord Godfrey. He really served his purpose. Perfect. Flame Imp deals 3 damage to me. We life tap. So now he's going to come in a 6, 5. We're going to summon this. I lose 2 mana crystals, but that's okay. Pass a turn. Because his Bloodhoof Brave still has to get through my Felguard. Yeah, when I was talking about the Nether Soul Buster, I kind of forgot about my Blood Imp. Or not Blood Imp, Flame Imp. What's this one? Okay, so he summoned a Tauren Warrior. Taunt has +3 attack while damaged, which is basically a mirror of the Bloodhoof Brave. Okay, so I'm going to find a way to deal with the Bloodhoof Brave here. It doesn't involve killing off my Nether Soul Buster. How it was able to swing twice in the same turn, I'll never know. Oh, Rush, okay. That'll do it. Okay, so we're going to summon Spirit of the Bat. We're going to Void Walk. We're going to do this. I'm going to summon this. We're going to kill off that. Pass the turn. Now, as this goes on, I might be losing the battle. But pretty soon here, he's only got 6 cards left. He's going to start taking increasing damage from having no cards left. Wasn't really the way I designed the deck, but kind of works out. Okay. Well, I don't know what good that did. You just killed your minion off. Red Band Wasp. Okay. Okay, so that's the Overlord's Whip. Okay. Kind of had to check that out. I wanted to see what was doing the... Okay, I draw. Summon Flame Imp. Pass the turn. Kind of waiting on playing my Mortal Coil because it only helps if I can deal 1 point of damage to a minion and kill it. Come on. I may lose this match, but at least I've seen how my Warlock deck stacks up in the new meta. But then again, I may also be able to pull this around. Okay, and he's probably going to attack me directly with his Red Wasp. Or not. Okay. I don't know what the point in that was, but sure. Okay, so we're going to kill that off. Trigger her ability. And we're going to kill off those two. So we just made an 11-13 Void Terror. Unfortunately, that doesn't help because he doesn't have Rush. So I have lost this game. And now he's going to hit me twice with his two guys there. And what monster was that? Underbelly Ooze. Ooh. Hate to be the person who passed that. Yeesh. Okay, so I lost this game, but we did see how the deck worked in theory. And I will have to fine-tune that and try again here in a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so if we look at the Warlock deck, we have the Blood Imp, Call the Void. Give me just a second here. I have to figure out what popped out. Okay, so it was Soul Infusion. And it looks like my two Void Walkers. There. Okay, so we have Blood Imp, Call the Void, Flame Imp, Mortal Coil, Soul Infusion, Soul Fire, Void Walker, Fell Stalker, Spirit of the Bat, Void Analyst, Doubling Imp, Dusk Bat, Fell Guard, Nether Soul Buster, Rafam Scheme, Shadow Bolt, Void Terror, which we only have one of, a one Portal Keeper, Omega Agent, Blood Troll Sapper, and Lord Godfrey. And that is what makes up this deck. As we can see, the mana curve is more aimed towards the lower bracket, with there being only a few cards above the cost of 3. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, that was Blood Troll Sapper. Actually, we're going to take out the Blood Troll Sapper because I actually didn't see her. So we're going to go with... Each player transforms a random minion in their hand into a demon. It's not bad. Destroy a friendly lackey to summon a 5/5 demon. I haven't really gotten too far into the lackey thing. Just wasn't something I'm that interested in yet. Plus, I don't really have the cards for it. But once I do, I'm sure I'll probably take a look into it. So for now, we're going to do Imp Gang Boss. Actually, wait, he's only temporary for the event. So we're going to do Sense Demons. And there you go. And there we have my deck tech. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like what I'm doing, give me a subscribe at the bottom, hit the notification button below, and you'll be notified as soon as I go online. Just a second, guys. Having a little bit of... Okay, so I'm going to have to quit here the hard way because my computer's acting up a little bit.